Incel tears. This subreddit exposes every single incel for what they truly are, which is creepy people who can't get laid. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. We are living in a pretty brutal generation. We are living in a time where it is very easy to be lonely, but incels tend to weaponize this. And just because they get a bad score on a looks max rating means they are deemed pathetic, and they take the black pill to say that nothing matters and that they should kill all women. I really do not like incels. I think incels are so bad. In fact, we are so cooked as a generation. There's a new type of incel called femcel. Femcels are the same thing as incels, except instead of it being ugly men who can't get women, it is ugly women, self-proclaimed, that cannot get men. I say self-proclaimed because I don't think anyone is truly ugly. You know what I mean? It's all subjective. But, you know, it's rough. Whether you're an incel, whether you're a femcel, I might make a video on that someday. But for now, we are focusing on r/incel tears. First post comes from user Cinderella. What a genius. And this is a screenshot from incel.is, which is their sanctuary. Incel.is is the biggest platform for every incel. They post about whatever, their struggles, and this is a screenshot from that website. And I'm sorry if usernames are in this subreddit, but the game's the game. It's a public subreddit. So yeah, here we go. This starts off with the title, Start Night Stalking. This person says, I have a dream. Imagine millions of incels hitting the streets every night, dressed uniformly in all black. Imagine every incel walking aimlessly until he encounters a woman who they would then begin to follow, not aggressively yet with determination, not up close yet close enough where she definitely sees him. Imagine millions of incels doing the same thing every night in every country around the world. No one would talk to the woman, no one would attack them, no one would do anything except peacefully follow. Yet it would still be the ultimate assertion of incel power. If you saw someone else night stalking, you know it belonged to the same brotherhood. This already happened in 2016 when clown cells wandered the street creepily, and it caused people to freak the fuck out. Now imagine if it was not just done for laughs, but with real resolve and real consistency. What is the resolve, my guy? What do you plan to get from this, from night stalking? Like, that's what I'm confused about. I'm so confused, man. I don't know what you're doing, bro. Truly. Like, do you plan on getting the woman? Do you think she's gonna, like, love you for this? This comment comes from Candidate3337. I am from a constitutional carry state. This would end incels. I find it interesting that their fantasies do not seem to factor in the risk to themselves, 100%. Bro, most parts of America, if incels try this shit, especially if she's with her boyfriend, come on, bro. Blightsteel101 comments, this is a fast way for incels to get themselves killed. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you're following women at night. My Kokokoro responds, they say this as if women all over are helpless and aren't prepared for situations like this. Like, they do realize that all it'll take is someone letting the other person know what's going on, and it'll be all over for these guys. If they're going to commit to stalking someone like that, I hope they commit to also dealing with police, friends of the women, women carrying pepper spray, etc. Blightsteel101 then responds, let's not forget those of us who do concealed carry. A shot in the chest on someone with a history of violent ideation towards women is going to be an easy self-defense case. They've literally supplied the entire mens rea for all the public to see. I don't think killing anyone is ideal, but if you are following women, creeping them out because you're an incel, you get what's coming to you. Right? Like, you sleep on the bed you make. It's like, I don't know why you're creeping out women like this. Like, it's just weird. SmileyCat007 responds to the original post. So this creep wants power, not a girlfriend, not mutually enjoyable sex, not earned respect, not earned accolades, power. But then when he says this, he's just a lonely guy looking for someone to love him and that he would protect her and treat a woman like a queen. We are all supposed to nod approvingly and believe he is a good guy. Pathetic loser. Incel lurkers, think carefully about to whom you are hitching your wagon. You are not nice guys. You do not deserve love. Pull shit like this and accept the consequences. They will not be good ones. Yeah, man, this original post is gross. He got banned. Maybe even the incels realize that this is too far. And yeah, it's crazy. This next post comes from ABBBE6. Interesting idea. And it is a screenshot of a tweet From Ashley Nicole Black Panther saying, I'm going to start a subreddit for women who can't get laid. We'll probably just talk about hobbies and TV shows we like and then not kill anyone. This is a great point. I think if you start a community where people can't get laid, you shouldn't talk about killing people. Instead, talk about like what you are as a person. And by the way, what pisses me off is that most of these incels could probably get laid or at least have some sort of fulfilling life if they like just made friends. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is an interesting comment. Psycho Sarah responds to this original post. When r/femcel existed, it was fascinating to compare to the various male incel spaces. Some common trends and interesting stuff that I can recall. They had a mascot character in the form of a girl with messy, very curly hair, usually tied up into space buns, acne, bad teeth, and glasses. They make art of her from time to time, and they'll get annoyed if she was drawn too cute. Most didn't seem to be under the impression that sex was 100% unattainable to them, but rather love. Either viewing men as too shallow or brutish to actually love women, or viewing themselves as too ugly to ever have a man be interested in them more than an easy lay. They hated male incels and had numerous posts about why they weren't going to try dating them. Okay, so this is a good point, but there's actually a new subreddit like this. To all my Reddit users, you've probably seen this in passing, but it is called True Ugly Women, and who knows, I might make a video on it someday. But that subreddit is essentially everything this comments are just listed, except they take the angle of being so ugly no man will ever desire them. You know what I'm saying? Their whole argument is that men are looks forward and want their woman to be attractive and will never settle for a looks match, which is true. I mean, men just do value looks. Most men. There are exceptions, but most men want to be with someone they're attracted to. It's just a fact. So yeah, I mean, that subreddit isn't necessarily toxic, but it's just a lot of hating men as well. It literally, I didn't even see this comment. User Ruri Rocks comments, well, r/true ugly woman, which is the one I was talking about, sometimes gives incel vibes. It's not that cheerful. It's not cheerful. It is a sad place, that subreddit. Legit. Firmly, that guy responds, yeah, that place is a cesspool. At least they're contained, I suppose. And then Rari responds, yeah, I went through the sub a couple of times. Gave me the chills. It's giving me chills. They are so hated. Like, I think women incels have it worse than men because women incels are usually because they're unattractive. And men care about looks more than women do. So if you're an unattractive woman, you are more likely to be fucked and lonely. That's like the perspective they lead with. Interesting. Cinderella responds, what doesn't get mentioned, but I think is worth mentioning, subreddits like that end up requiring heavy gatekeeping for members on a personal level because their DMs are filled with men trying to slide in. And it infuriates them that they don't have women slide into their DMs like that. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. I feel bad because whenever you look at like a socializing website or internet thing, it's always just like a shit ton of men being like, hey, this is my age, this is what I like, this is where I live, and there's like no likes on the post, but as soon as a woman posts something, there's like 20 likes. It's insane. It's like, as a man, you shouldn't even waste your time because no one's going to reach out. Especially no women are going to reach out to you. Why would a woman reach out to you if they have 20 hitting them up? 20 men hitting them up. Like, it's crazy. This next post comes from Leafy Log, because women who aren't pure are disgusting. This is from Clash of Critters, which I assume is like some sort of video game. Person A says, are you single? Person B says, why? Person A says, I want a girlfriend. Person B says, you're trying to get one on Clash of Critters and you don't even know anything about me, lol. Person A says, what country are you from? Person B says Canada, and person A says, have you ever had a boyfriend before? Which is a crazy question to lead with. Person B has a censored message and then says, bro, you're never getting a girl. Person B says yes. Person A says, oh, sorry, I want a pure girl. Oh my days. This guy's an incel looking for a pure, perfect girl. Person B says, bro, you're never getting a girl. Person A says, nothing personal. Person B says, nah, if you're asking on Clash of Critters. And what do you mean by pure out of curiosity? Person A says, kissless virgin. You are a fucking idiot. How do you want a kissless virgin who's also like an 8 out of 10 or more on attractiveness? Person B says, can I ask why? Person A says, because women who aren't pure are disgusting. All that kind of stuff should be reserved for the husband. Person B says, what about men? Are they the same? And then person A says, nope, men can do whatever they want. Person B says, so why is there a difference? Because men and women are different. How? When it pertains to being a virgin, how? I just want to know why you think. Person B says, how? When it pertains to being a virgin, how? I just want to know why you think this kind of stuff. And then person A, no response, says, because it's the truth. And person B closes off, it's really not. And this is on Clash of Critters, which is a video game, I believe. No P1265 responds, average brainwashed teenage incel boy behavior. True. Makayan responds, every time, I kid you not, every single time the double standard of men can do whatever they want while women have to wait for marriage comes up. All I can think about is that if the women can't have sex until marriage, but men can, literally that means you could go fuck yourself. It's a great point, because if women need to wait for marriage, what women are going to have sex with men before he finds his wife? That's a great point. Flowery Fungus responds to the original post, hey, he has a point. It's not gay to kiss my homies. I don't want to get embarrassed if I ever do get enough confidence to ask a girl out, so I kiss my homies to get practice. And Leafy Log says it's not gay if you have socks on. This type of backwards logic from incels is crazy. Where it's like women need to be pure, kissless virgin, which is a very hard thing to do unless you're religious. It's like, this next post comes from user Double Stitch. Incel lowers his standards for voids. This is a screenshot. The user was blanked out. I'm lowering my standards for voids. I hate the word voids. It's so cringe and dehumanizing. Instead of Georgian, she can be from anywhere, but needs to look European. And instead of blue eyes, she can have blue, green, or hazel eyes. So just not black eyes or brown eyes. And instead of 169 centimeters, she could be 167 centimeters plus. What the fuck do you mean? You just made it shorter. How is that lowering your standards? You made her shorter. Instead of being this height plus, you actually can be a little bit shorter. But other criteria are the same. Beautiful, virgin, kind, modest, wants to stay at home. Alright, you better be making money then. User Double Stitch then says, beautiful virgins, here he is. Hurry now and maybe you can marry a racist entitled ass who doesn't respect you for anything other than your body and who expects you to be economically dependent on him. What a catch. Dude, this first comment, I literally said the same thing. Hilarious. Not Browsing says, brave man. Instead of being 5'6.5", she could be 5'5 3/4. Shave the whole 3/4 off her height requirement. Like, why do you make her shorter? That's the thing. When short girls are already, you know what I'm saying? Paula Polstark responds, does he make enough money to support a wife and kids at home? Baby Winnie Dog responds, his Red Pill podcast and Discord moderation should be enough to support a household. Low Jellybean XO says, wants to stay at home, but these are the exact type of men who complain about women being gold diggers and only want men with a high net worth. True. It's crazy out here. Alright, that was the end of Incel Tears. Let me know what subreddits you want to see next, and please don't send hate to anyone involved. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.